Stop. Good Sunday fun day afternoon, you tuberinos. Welcome back to another edition of the Thomas and Haley Show. In this episode of the Thomas and Haley Show, we are going to talk about something that you should never do, and that is you should never blast your ex on social media when a relationship ends. Would you like to greet the YouTuberinos, Haley?
Oh no.
Miss Nana? What about you, Miss Nana?
Good. Sunday afternoon, YouTuberinos.
Chris?
What's up, everybody?
A lot of things are up. Alright. Yeah, so, guys, when a relationship ends, I know there can be tension, I know there can be sadness, I know there can be anger, but never put your ex on blast on any social media platform. That's not right. Unfortunately, I've seen people do this, and it's never a good thing to do. I understand you might hate the person, and it's okay it's okay for you to hate the person. It's okay for you to be angry at your ex. But it's not okay to burp. No, I'm just kidding. It's not okay to put your ex on blast on social media. Because social media is not for putting people on blast. That's not what it's for.
No.
Same thing with YouTube. YouTube is not for doxing people. That's not what YouTube's for.
You could get in trouble for that.
So never, no matter how much you hate the person, never stoop to that level. What do y'all have to say? Oh, y'all.
Well, first off, just out of respect for a human being, you should never put anyone on blast anywhere, whether it's social media or out in a public area, nowhere, because that can lead to the person being harassed or maybe death threats and some other stuff that's way out of line and unnecessary. And also, as a friendly reminder to the people out there, if you think about doing this or anything similar to this, the internet is pretty much forever. So if you post any, horrific video or pictures or just write a post and put this person on blast of any kind, even if you delete it, somehow, some way, someone's gonna find it. Or either that, or they could possibly take a screenshot of the post beforehand before you deleted it, and then post the screenshot or something. So that can't happen.
The police can find it too. The police, even if you delete the screenshots, police officers can find it as well. So don't dox because you can actually go to prison or jail for that.
Then, you want to say your piece?
Okay. Honestly, blasting your ex is just stupid in general.
It is.
Whether it be on social media, in front of in person, in front of their friends and other people, it's dumb because it makes you look like an ugly person.
It does.
Because in other people's eyes, you can be like, they'll be like, why you around? Why do you exist? What do you be here for me?
Or other stuff that they would say is like, oh, this world doesn't have enough room for you, blah, blah, blah. We all know that's not the right thing to say, so.
And like I said in my video yesterday, how much you have to think about, yes, you have your grievances, but imagine if your new partner finds this information on your social media platforms and they start using it against you. Like, if our relationship was to say he's not going to put our shit, our relationship on social media for everyone to see, because not everybody wants their even if they have social media themselves, sorry going to happen to you. Well, I'm here for you as a friend. But if I have to read about social media, I couldn't care less. I truly couldn't care less. I don't want to see that. I don't want to read it. I don't care. Don't do it. And there's one person in particular, and like I discussed in my video, there was a person, I saw something on his Facebook page, and I immediately was like, you know what? Why are you name dropping? Don't name drop. Don't even post it. Make a journal. Make a private journal. If you want to write things down, write it down in your notebook.
Right.
Get a journal. Get like a journaling app or use your notes app.
Right.
Don't put it on your freaking Facebook page. Please don't give two scratches.
Nope. And if you have a YouTube channel, don't go on your YouTube channel and blast your ex.
You actually get in trouble for that.
You can.
You can even get into legal trouble for it.
You sure can.
That's what I'm saying. You can get in trouble for that.
What were you
Get
saying?
arrested.
What, in y'all opinion, why do you think people do that?
Revenge, for one, maybe.
And for attention.
It is. Attention,
Attention, because they have nothing better to do. That's the bottom line.
And some people might get a thrill out of it.
And those people, you don't need help. For those who don't think it's just real out, you don't need help. You don't need help.
So yeah.
A lot of people do it because their lives are not happy. They're not happy in their lives, period.
Right.
Want to take other people down with them.
Right.
It's bad.
I mean, hey, I don't have a problem admitting this to the world. I've done a lot of stupid shit, but I would never. I've made mistakes, but I would never, ever blast any of my exes on social media.
Wait a minute.
Apparently, I can't talk today. It's not worth it, y'all. It is not
apparently I can't
worth
stop doing that either,
it.
apparently.
It is not.
Oh,
It is not worth it.
no.
Because a lot of people don't realize jobs can see that stuff too. They'll not interview you or fire you based on.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I put that on video too.
That's something that I have never done and would never do. I have never blasted any of my exes on social media, and I never would blast any of my exes on social media.
Just like Chris said, your employers.
What's the purpose?
Like I said in my video yesterday, whenever it was, your employers can see that your professional employers can see that, and you're the one that's going to be liable. But like I said, we don't give a damn about your ex. We don't care about your relationship. We don't care. If I'm looking at this from an employer's perspective, I'm not going to hire you, because what if we have an issue and you start putting me on blast as an employer, putting my business on blast? That's not it. And before you guys say, well, who should be? It's not about what it looks like. Looks aren't just what you see in your eyes. Looking is not necessarily looking with your vision. Looks can be what it sounds like. So imagine this for a minute, folks. Imagine if I'm hiring Thomas and Chris and Haley to hire them to work in my book distribution business or whatever, to help me distribute my books in their local communities, right? And imagine if something happened where they had an issue with me because of the time zone, or I wanted them to do things when they're spending time with their families, but I needed them to drop that and do this first. And if they don't like it, and if they start blasting me on their Facebook or other social media platforms saying, well, Shelby only cares about what Shelby wants, because she wants me to do this for her business, and I'm spending time with my family because one of them's in the hospital. Because in the real world, bosses don't care about that. They want what they want done, and they're not gonna care if you're, they're not gonna care. I will, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Like,
And
not everybody's gonna be German.
another thing you have to
Everyone's gonna be patient.
yeah. Another thing you have to think about is, if you're friends with your ex's parents on Facebook or any other social media platform, what if you have to think about it. If you're friends with your ex's parents on social media, they might see your post, and it might turn into this whole mess, and I mean, they might think, oh well, this is harassment, so we're gonna get the police involved or whatever. It can turn into a big mess. It can turn into a bit, like I said, a few minutes ago, especially on YouTube, if you blast your ex on your YouTube channel, that can be illegal. That you can get into legal trouble for that. You can. So, to wrap this all up, my best advice is, if you're mad, call a friend. Talk to Pi. Call. Pi will talk to you about it. Call a family member, but do not blast your ex on social media, no matter how mad you are. And if you have a topic that you want us to talk about, definitely leave it in the comments down below in any of my videos.
Oh, and also, I just want to let people who actually pay attention to numbers and whatnot, not a lot of people, but I know I did. Somehow, some way, we misnumbered our first few episodes from when we first started the show back about almost a year ago. And we were missing episode 15 apparently. So this episode is going to be still the current number that we're at this moment, but it'll also be that missing number because I don't know how the heck we miscounted the damn number.
This will be a double episode.
Yes, exactly. And my little last piece of the topic is, how they say think before you speak, think before you record, or think before you write.
Or think before you act.
Yeah.
All right.
And another thing is, don't hit send too early, Revolver.
Mm-hmm.
What you trying to say? That it could come off the wrong way too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all take care.